Happy New Year, podcast listeners! Yes, I am playing Despacito because when I play music on this podcast, it means there's something good happening. So, I'm doing 9 monsters in one episode. Why not 10? Because I only managed to find 9 low-level creatures that weren't chupacabra. Trust me, if you look up low-level or unknown myths in Mexico, you're gonna find chupacabra a few times. Trust me. Okay, here we go. So the first ones are the aluks. They're small elf-like creatures that the Maya culture developed. And in Guatemala and Belize, they're considered nature caretakers or plant and animal guardians. So, and some say they're older than the sun, and others say they're related to elves from their physical look. If you want to do a visual look, like they're about the size, maybe a third or second grader on average. They have big pointy ears, black hair, and they wear green jewelry. So yeah, they're created by Maya wise men, and the Maya wise men they're called shamas. And rituals were performed in a cave with clay molded together with 9 drops of blood from the creature's owner. It was did so then it could develop a connection between the master and servant. Eesh, I think they wouldn't need blood. Anyway, there are many legends in this place which witness mention fallen bridges, natural disasters, or diseases occurring when invading a land without asking permission, making an offering to them. So that explains why if you visit the Mexican Caribbean, you may come across small buildings of tiny pyramids near some buildings. You may see one near the Kunzen-Nudzik Bridge, which had many problems while being built until the small pyramid was offered so that the guardian could allow the bridge to carry on being built. So these guys cause a little bit of trouble if you don't sacrifice to them. Nice, I respect them. Next up, the Duzum. The Duzum is a creature who has 2 different stories. So I'm gonna cut it short. The Yucatan believe that this creature bears the name Balim, so that's his name. But in Mayan, it's for jaguar. In the story, it's told that this being's purpose is to take care of the land and crops, or farmlands and stuff like that. Its appearance of a human form is a male with a very long beard, as an elderly person. But there are 4 of them according to many legends, and each protecting their corresponding properties, or protecting where they need to protect. But the Chipas have a different story. The name of the creature, Dalzum, means the desire to die. Okay, that's a little bit harsh. I mean, why don't they give these monsters like cute names or something that doesn't mean death? I'm just saying. Anyway, differing from the Yucatan's tradition, the Chiapas believe that this creature is out to protect its domains at night. That even other felines offer food because they're afraid of it. It is said that we don't deserve to see this figure. Okay. And it's believed that they can have an irresistible attraction, even if said by many make a pact with the creature to become witches. If you... Hold on, let me try that again. If women see it, they become witches. Apparently it doesn't say what happened to men. Apparently when I researched, they don't have a consequence for a man if they see it, or a child, because no child or man has ever seen it. Only women. Next up, the Nahual. So this guy, from what my looks of it, I'm looking at a few images. Anyway, he looks like a giant leopard werewolf. Like if a werewolf was a jaguar instead of a dog. Basically like that. And okay, I'm not even gonna say that. Anyway, the Nau origin is the Nautari language. Wow. Meaning hidden disguise. It's a creature that can transform into an animal, often described as a sorcerer who can transform in the practice of witchcraft. So traditions say that we were all born with an animal spirit that protects and guides us, like a spirit animal, or a soul creature, I like to call them. Anyway, so the Now seeks to become them to improve their capabilities. So basically, they turn into their spirit animal to get many powers. So let's take an advantage. Those who are born with the spirit of a hawk possess the gift of good sight. Wolves possess the gift of an advanced sense of smell. Those who had the opportunity to be Nahules use their skills for their purposes. regardless whether they were for good or evil. So the story of the novel is filled with mystery. Some claim that they're beings who seek to understand the ancient world of the gods through nature, and those who accuse them of being evil creatures. Next up is a classic, the Alzutoi. The Alzuti. Okay, trust me, if you try to say this name 7 times fast, you will tie your tongue in a knot. The Ahozuti. The Ahozuti is a being that inhabited Texarkana Lake, so it's believed to currently extinct. But it is a creature with small ears, a long tail resembled that a monkey's hand, so it has a monkey hand, a large dog-like body, claws, and sharp teeth, with the appearance of with a dog or a coyote. The translation of its name equals thorny water. The legend has it say that it was being the disposal of the rain gods, which had the task of reclaiming the bodies of divine beings possessed their soul. I know a myth about this guy. This guy eats eats sailors from the sea. So he's kind of like the Mexican version of a kraken. Like the classic kraken story where any shit that crosses his land gets sunk into the bottom. So this guy, he does the same thing, but he does it all by himself, and he's not totally big. He's like I said, he's the size of a coyote, so he's not that big. Anyway, so what he does is he bursts holes through the ship and then he eats any remaining people who aren't dead. And I've also researched that he has a fond of human teeth and ears. Yeez. So if you're out in the ocean in Mexico, be sure to watch your back. They said he's extinct, but some people still believe he's real. And it says also, if you get caught by fishermen whirling in the water and sprouting. Okay, so when this guy eats, after he eats a fisherman, he sprouts out fish and frogs. That is weird. Anyway, so next up we got the Autotolin, the bird king of Aztec culture. What is he known as? The creature is also known as a water hen. Somewhat yellow with a slender body and a big head. So he basically looks like a phoenix, but his body's blue. He has human hand-like feet. Like, if we had hands for feet, that's what his feet look like. He has a green neck, a red head. So he's like twice as big as a phoenix. So they hunted him. And so these men hunted him for 4 days. But on the 4th day, they couldn't catch him. So it launched a song with the strong winds that it would sink canoes and stop the heart of the hunters or drown them. So apparently this bird uses its signature call to blow it away, to like give these hunters who were hunting them a heart attack or sink their canoe and die. Eesh, this guy does not want to be talked to. So next up we have the Chiquime. They're creatures from the Mexicans, and their name is 2 translations. The first is those who live in dangerous places, and the other one is the owners of the house. So these guys are a little bit bigger than what I mentioned earlier of the Aluxes, but they're a little taller. They're like the size of a common 4th or 5th grader, so they still have some technique. And they wear pants but no shirt, which is a little odd. They are also elf-like, and they're beings linked to the underworld, despite taking care of mountains, forests, springs, trees, plants, and wild animals. And they also have a mischievous part of them. So sometimes they would steal part of their soul, called a tonali, which was a virtual life energy. So they had to perform rituals to return it back. Otherwise, the person might fail. One of these beliefs said is that you must wear your clothes inside out while walking through the mountains so that the chiquitas won't bother you. Okay, I know wearing your clothes inside out is weird, but I had no idea it would get rid of these guys. Anyway, the Chipetzi. This is my favorite. He's from Aztec mythology, and his name's translated to the Black Lizard. He's a vicious creature that often seen as half fish or crocodile. But let me just do the short, simple version. He's a giant crocodile with web feet and hands, and he has 18 mouth straps all over his body. I'm talking on his arms, on his knees, on his back. I'm pretty sure he has a couple on his tail. So in the calendar, in the Aztec calendar, was given a name of the first month to represent that we were all primitive and the beginning of life, but as we grow, we transform into something beautiful. So the last month of the Aztec calendar is called Exochiti, which means flower. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna do two more, and then we got the end of the episode here. Okay, so we got the Ducatin. So he's like a giant crane. You've seen the cranes, how they're big, tall, skinny. Picture this. Picture a crane, but with really small legs, claws, and a ton of teeth. Oh, and no pupil in his eye. So he's a Maya mythical creature. So in English translation to his name is the one who goes through the sky. So he's a black bird with a very large beak. Has no eyes. Oh, that's why he doesn't have pupils. And he's shaped like a shell because it seems like he has no soul. Jeez. So it's feared very much because it feeds on kids at night. Furrows the sky until they are asleep and enters their rooms where it approaches the mouths of the infants. So he basically eats kids at night. Scary. So here's another story. So legend said that once there was a Maya shaman who dedicated himself to healing and care of children and maidens of the place where he lived. One night, while he was looking for medical herbs, he fell in love with the maiden whom he sang, wrote poems, and gave all his heart. But the woman did not respond to his affections. The shaman then said that it would take his revenge for the humiliation he suffered. A while passed, the maiden became pregnant with the son of the heir to the throne and gave birth to a beautiful baby who would be the future of the people. Tragically fell the story when, in August, when the temperatures are warmer and the flowers began to bear fruit, a man entered the infant's quarters. He approached the ears singing a melody. Okay, trust me, I'm trying to remember this stuff, but it's a little difficult. So he approached the ears singing a harmonious song and led the child to death. All the people witnessed how the flame of the future extinguished. The other shymen and wise men cursed the shyman, turning him to a soulless bird, designed to have a beautiful song, but full of evil and death. And this is our last one, guys. The Taidepuchi. The Taidepuchi or Taidepuchi. Okay, this girl's name sounds like Puki or Tai Pucci. It's weird. Anyway, these girls' names means light perfumer. As a well-known creature in many religions of Mexico, being the main Texleca, it is said to be a woman who likes to feed on blood and have telepathic powers. So imagine a woman vampire, but minus the pale skin. And she has all these human qualities. I mean, she's got the body of a human, but she has vampire teeth, and she can lift things with her mind or telepathic powers. There's a ton of stories about these women. Some say that the mixture between a sorceress and a vampire. Others say it's a type of witch with the ability to turn into steam or fog. And it says its favorite food is the blood of small animals, although it can also be of larger creatures. Others say there are also men called telepiches. Okay, so these women come through the Aztecs, who associate them with fireflies and spitfire. But to them, they were protective creatures transformed into evil when the arrival of the Mr. Jensen, where it is believed that they were normal women who suffered a curse. Other Spanish folklore calls them witches, despite some differences, since the Telepuchi can be either alone or living amongst us without attacking their family. It's said that their power comes since they reach youth. Nowadays, many people believe that, or they claim to see lights in the sky go away, so you should be very careful at night because if you run into one, you could become one of them. So, it's also named legend song called La Bruja that has been performed by Mexican singer. Wait, that's not it. Anyway, so that's my episode. Sorry if it was really long, but trust me, new year, try to something new. Hope you guys like my episodes. Thanks for listening. Molly out. Oh, and this was Mexican Myths and Monsters. If you're new to this, listen to my rest on Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your music. It's under GMS. Anyway, for the second time today, Molly out.